Chasing dreams. Jamil entered the courtyard in front of the shabby, mud house, walked lazily and collapsed on the charpoy in the middle of the yard, under the cool moonlit sky. Looking at Jamil, his father kept his cup of tea on the table and dragged his charpoy close to him and asked, "What's the matter, son? You seem upset." "No, father, everything is fine." "You don't seem okay." "Let's have dinner, then we will talk about it." Jamil's mother and Aunt Sadori, an old family friend, came out of the kitchen with a tray of food and a jug full of water. His sister, Sarah, and brother, Khalid, picked the table and brought it close to their charpoy. Everybody sat around the table and started eating. Jamil did not move. His father asked him to get up and have dinner. Reluctantly, he got up and started eating. Everybody noticed that Jamil was upset. They cast sidelong looks at him while eating but did not say anything. As soon as they had finished eating and the dishes had been taken away to the kitchen, his mother asked, "Has your result been announced?" "Jamil? What grade did you get?" In a sad tone he informed everyone that he had achieved a good grade. "So, why are you sad?" "Has Sarah passed?" asked his father. "Yes. In fact, Sarah has got more marks than me." "Why didn't you tell me before?" "I was so worried," Sarah complained. Sarah, I was preoccupied with my own thoughts about the future." "You see, you don't have to worry about your career the same way that I do." "What do you mean?" Khalid interrupted. "She is a girl. She doesn't have to worry about supporting her family. Only men have to worry about earning for their families." Jamil commented. "Come on, Jamil. We don't get education only for earning money. We do it for improving ourselves, and both males and females need it equally. Our Prophet, P.B.U.H., has said that seeking knowledge is obligatory for every male and female," Khalid explained. Jamil felt ashamed. "Yes, you are right. I agree with you. I still don't understand why you are so worried," commented father. "Father, there is no college in our village or any other village around ours. The only college where I can go is 50 miles away, in the city. It seems impossible that I can continue my studies, although I had dreamed that I would become a doctor and open a hospital here for the villagers, as they cannot afford to go to the city hospital. Remember how Uncle Sarmad died last year only because he could not be taken to the hospital on time," Jamil said. His mother quoted a Sindhi couplet which meant, "Where there is a will there is a way. Distances are to be covered." She then said, "We can ask Allah Bacheo to take you to the city in his horse cart." Aunt Sadori, who had been listening to the whole conversation, said, "I have a suggestion. You people have done so much for me. I think now it's my turn to return the favor. Jamil and Sarah can easily come and live with me in the city and study in the college." "Really? Can I really go and study in the city?" Sarah exclaimed. "Jamil can go, but Sarah should stay here and help her mother," said father. Sarah quickly wiped the tear that had rolled down her cheek. She didn't want her father to know her feelings. However, Khalid noticed her emotions and said, "Father, don't worry about the expenses. Let both of them go. There is a big medical college as well in our city. Later, both of you can easily continue your studies there and fulfill your dreams," continued Aunt Sadori, addressing Jamil and Sarah. "Wow! I will also be a doctor and work at Jamil's hospital. Wonderful." In spite of his worries about managing finances for both of them, Father smiled. Soon, both of them went to the city with Aunt Sadori. Living in the city, attending college and then the medical college was not a bed of roses. Both siblings had to work extremely hard to pass all the exams in the first go. They could not afford to fail in any subject. To meet the expenses, both of them gave tuitions to children in the neighborhood. Their parents never at them know the problems they faced during all this time. In the 4th year, Father and Khalid had to sell a big piece of fertile land to pay their fee. The whole family bore the hardships because they wanted their children to realize their dreams and to work for the betterment of the villagers. 12 years later. Uncle Nur Ali, you should not eat rice, potatoes and sugar, Jamil advised his patient politely. Okay, son, I will follow your advice. Jamil held the old man's weathered hand and helped him walk outside the impressive hospital building, standing against the backdrop of lush green fields. For a moment he looked up at the building that portrayed his dreams. He asked Aladino, "Are there any more patients?" "No, there are no more patients," replied Aladino. "Okay, then call Dr. Sarah so that we can go to the neighboring villages and examine the patients there." After visiting 2 nearby villages, Jamil dropped Sarah at her house, where her 2 young children were waiting for her. Jamil was very happy because Sarah had hosted a successful seminar for the village women and guided them to improve their personal and family health and hygiene. He then drove home in his small jeep, satisfied with the day's work. "Come on, let's have lunch," said his wife, with a beaming smile. "Lunch? You mean you people have not had lunch as yet?" he exclaimed. "No, we were waiting for you," said his parents, simultaneously. "Okay, then let's have lunch together." Everyone washed their hands one by one and moved towards the dining table. At night, Jamil lay on his charpoy in the middle of the yard, under the cool moonlit sky, and thought about the long journey of his life and all the hardships that he, his sister Sarah, and their family had borne to fulfill their dreams. He felt truly grateful and blessed.